What's up, guys? Hope you all are doing well. Today we've got a training day. I'm doing some press accessory training, getting ready for the Rogue Invitational, which is quickly approaching now. I haven't showed a lot of my training, and that is on purpose. I've been trying to kind of work behind the scenes, work on some things that I felt like I needed to work on, I needed to get better on. And sometimes that means turning off the camera a little bit and just getting to work. I've showed little teasers and this and that, but today will be kind of fun. We've got two pressing events at the Rogue Invitational. So one of them is a seared dumbbell ladder. So it's kind of like a medley where you'll get progressively heavier. That is with some very heavy dumbbells, which is exciting because I haven't got to play with those in quite a while. And then the next one is a kind of a two-part medley. So it's actually a yoke carry into a log press. So you got to do the yoke and then you've got to do the log. So I feel like having, the triceps built up a little bit more there, the shoulder strength to handle that if my legs are a little bit tired potentially after the yoke. This is where this press accessory work is going to come into play. So I'm going to get warmed up and we're going to get after it and have some fun today. Let me talk you guys through the first exercise that I am doing today. It is shoulder press with the trap bar. Now, this is something that I started doing probably, I'm thinking about 6-7 years ago, maybe. And the reason I started doing this is for an accessory to my log press. And I thought to myself, what's the best way to get good at a log press? And that would be to take your head off, get your head out of the way when you're trying to press a log. So with the trap bar, what it allows me to do is do a neutral grip press, but because my head can go right through the middle of the bar, I don't have to worry about cutting my head off, getting my head out of the way. And so I've found this to be a really good press accessory movement. Before I did it, I had never seen anybody do this. This is just something I was messing around with in the gym. Not saying I'm the first one that ever did it, but if you're looking for a press accessory for log press specifically, this is a very good movement. So we are doing this seated with chains. So this is accommodating resistance, and you'll notice the way that I have the chains set up, they are suspended off the ground. So there's a little bit of chain left on the ground. And as I come down, the chain piles up on the ground, which means I have less weight at the bottom of the movement. As I lift it up, every link comes off the ground and makes it a little bit heavier. So what I'm going to do for this set now is actually add another chain on. So that is going to be my weight increase for this set. So I just clip it on there, and I've got two chains on each side instead of one. So we'll progressively work up. Now I'm just doing sets of 3. I'm going to work up to something a little bit heavier, but still a comfortable weight today because this is accessory work. So the triples allow me to get some good weight in my hands, but not do a crazy amount of volume with this because I'm also doing log press this week as well. So again, it's an accessory movement. It's meant to build that up. The chains allow me to overload the upper end, but a really good accessory movement that I enjoy doing. Whoa. That was a perfect weight call, I think, for the end of that. As you guys noticed with this exercise, as I'm going up and getting higher in weight, typically what I'll do is I'll make bigger weight jumps at the beginning, and then as I get toward the end, I will take smaller weight jumps to finish up. So I'm getting closer to that kind of, I don't want to call it a max effort, again, because I'm trying to treat this as kind of an accessory movement, but I wanted to get to where I had to work a little bit for the last rep, and that set was perfect with, you know, with the chains and the plates. I'm getting up to a little bit better weight here for an accessory to the log. So this is perfect. That's exactly what I wanted out of that today. Now it is time to go get some dumbbell inclines. So let's go. Incline dumbbell training is going well today. I'm working up in weight, and it is time to jump up to the custom Shaw strength dumbbells. Definitely pretty excited about that. My last set was 160s, so I'm gonna jump up and hit the 180s and see how those feel. My goal rep range today with this exercise is between 5 and 8. The last set I hit 6 there with the 160, so we'll see how that feels with the 180s and then make a call from there. But definitely exciting to knock some dust off of these bad boys sitting over in the corner. Oh! 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 Yeah! Not bad. What I will say is, to everybody else out there throwing around dumbbells at that weight, I want to see you picking them up from the rack and carrying them to the bench. That's part of the lift. Don't get the Cadillac spot setting them on your lap. makes it a little bit harder, but those felt good. We'll see how we feel here. I have been building up, so I'm compelled to go heavier, but I do have time to build up a little bit heavier here in the training. So sometimes these calls, I get done with that and I was even thinking at the end of that, I'm like, all right, 190s or 200s today. Last week, I held back from going up heavier. So I think right now, we're gonna call it there. My lifts in the contest are more important. This is just training. Sometimes you gotta remember that. So I'm a little bit fired up and wanna go a little bit heavier, but I think the smartest call right now is to leave it there. I feel good, I feel powerful. The log that we have for reps is 360 pounds. So technically, it's the same weight of those dumbbells, but in a log. So I feel like I'm in a good spot. I will definitely go up and hit some heavier weights here in the next week or two on this exercise, but definitely feel good with that. You know, and you guys are catching me in one of these moments where it's like, I wanna go heavier, but you gotta be smart, and I always talk about that. So even though we're filming this, I think it's important to shut it down, leave a little bit in the tank, and know that I'll come back and hit bigger weights for sure in the next training sessions. Next exercise I am doing today is one of my favorites actually, and this is the Flex Fitness Converging Chest Press. So this machine, as you guys can tell, I do not fit super well in, but what I will say is the way that this movement works, I feel like this is more of a tricep exercise for me than necessarily a chest press. So even though it is a chest press, it's more like a close grip press for me that comes together at the end, and I feel like it very much overloads my triceps, which is one of my favorite things about this machine. Super rare, hard to find machine, but that is why it's one of my favorites, and I really have not been including this as much in my training, and it's one of the things that I have decided to throw back in for the tricep benefit is mainly the reason that I'm putting this in. And I feel like over the last few weeks that I've been throwing in with training, I feel like the carryover has been there. So like I said, tricep power is gonna be important with this Rogue Invitational, and this is one of the movements I'm using for it. So let's get it loaded up and make it happen. God, that is feeling good today. Like I said, quite possibly one of my favorite machines of all time. Right there, I have told that story before, but that piece was at the World Gym that I kind of first started training at, and I fell in love with it years and years ago, and took me, I don't know, 2 or 3 years to find one finally to put in here. So really excited about that. I love the way that feels. I'm so happy I added that back in. I feel like things are starting to click, starting to come together, going into this contest, you know, putting the work in behind the scenes, diet, recovery, training, sleep, all of that, and it's paying off, which is awesome. So things are feeling good today. I know I left it a little bit short, but sometimes it's important in training to do that. And remember that the training is a training, and all you're doing with your training is getting ready for that contest where you're gonna be your best at the contest. So even for me, it's important to keep that in mind. But anyway, I'm gonna do a couple more things and finish up. Appreciate all you guys, love all you guys. Hope you're doing amazing. For now, go out and be great. We'll check you guys later.